Man, I'm 118 days in. 118 days of summer retention, and I just got hit on by a girl. She asked me, what my name was, this, that, and then asked me for my phone number. And I hit the gritty on that bit. I don't walked away. I said, nah, I don't got a number, I don't got a phone. And that wasn't too good because, she took that as like, I'm trying to be playful and all this type of stuff. But no, I was dead serious. Like, oh no, I don't use my phone. I don't have a number, but I'll see you around. Peace out. And then I just walked away. Like you stop caring. Well, let me break it down. You don't completely stop caring. You want a woman's presence a lot more the deeper that you go down this route. But you gotta just be strong. You gotta just like keep on pushing. You gotta dub all of the women. Just get them away from you. Just get away from them. Just don't let them, infiltrate the territory. Because you are becoming like a warrior. Like you're in the middle of a war, a spiritual war with yourself. And you can't let anything get in between that. You know? And they're enamored, like the women, they get enamored by you. Like they sense your energy. Like I woke up today, I was just, man, it was one of those days where I was just feeling great right away. I got my food in, I felt like yesterday I was feeling a little bit sick. And I was like, oh fuck, I haven't gotten sick yet along this journey. But then I reminded myself, I can't get sick. That's impossible. And then I told myself, no, I'm healthy. Like I'm good. I'm straight. And then I was good. I woke up today, great. So the thing is that you create your own problems. If you think that negative things are about to happen, they will. If you say it out loud, like, oh, this is going to happen, they will. I guarantee you that. So yeah, you just got to be able to resist the temptation of women at just all cost if you're actually on a mission and actually trying to pursue something. You know, anytime along this journey where I'm not like thinking about women, I'm giving just like, these spiritual, like, the universe just starts talking to me and throwing ideas in my mind of what I'm supposed to do next. What's the next step? How do I keep on evolving? And I'll ask that, like, oh, what's next? And kind of wonder. And then I'm immediately given the information. Like there's no buffer zone anymore. Almost 120 days in, there is no buffer zone at all. As long as I keep my focus on myself and my inners, everything else on the exterior is easy. Everything is easy. I'm telling you right now. The longer that you go along this journey, and the more that you can be resistant to the energy of women, even talking to them in like a sexual manner, can drain your energy. So you have to be very careful with it. Even staring at them for too long, they walk by you, they walk away. You know how it is. You're looking at their ass and like, you're like, damn, like you gotta immediately just snap out of it though. Just don't let that, impact you. Don't let the blood, from all over your body rush to your fucking cock. Like, you can't have that happen. Have it rush to your brain and just like really just lock in, just stay focused. Because if you start thinking like that, then you're going to start, attracting more of that and wanting more of that. And that could be a real just slippery slope. And then if you're thinking about that, then you can't think about things that are going to progress you. So then you may stall out. You may come to a standstill within the transformation that you are going through right now. Because this is an entire transformation, evolution of what you are becoming and of everything that you could possibly be. Why would you want to slow down that process? At that point, you might as well, not even be on this journey. Stop slowing down the process. Go full throttle at it so then you can get to the eventual finish line. If that's your goal, if you're on a mission and you have one specific goal that you want to accomplish and you want to get to that finish line, you're going to have to just speed run it. Just speed run it. So avoid women right now. So then, once you've achieved your goals, then if you want, if you really, really want, you can have fun. You can, crash out. You can, bang a bunch of chicks, and you're going to be in a much better position in life. And then after that, you can get right back to it if you want. It's up to you. But if you're doing this, which most people will do this for, to achieve some sort of specific goal, like you have to transmute this energy. You can't just do this and expect things to just work out for you, like everything to just come to you. You have to, take persistent action while going through this process. It is a tool to guide you. It's like your phone. It's like anything. Like your phone could be a great tool for you, or it could hinder you. So it's not there. It's not going to, your phone and the internet could make you a lot of money if you know how to use it. But if you don't, then you won't. Like, same idea. With anything, everything is a tool. Like, you can be given the greatest hammer, right? This is a different scenario. You can be given the greatest, strongest hammer to build a house. You have all the tools that you need to build the house. But if you don't want to build the house and you don't have the information to build the house, then you won't. The person that really, really wants to build the house, though, and has, barely any tools, will make it happen, and will make it happen faster. So just use your tools wisely. Use your phone wisely. Start, creating something for yourself with this. You have to. It is essential to transmute your energy. Otherwise, you're going to be running in place and wasting time and just wondering why, man, I'm 90 days in, I'm 100 days in, and nothing has happened yet. Nothing has happened so far. Yeah, because you haven't been making it happen. It helps you. It makes you more lucky. It helps you with executing and all that. But just make it work. Force it to work. Force everything to work. You have the opportunity to just make it all work while you're along this journey. All of your dreams can come true on this journey. Every single one of them, whatever they are. Whether it's to attract the right woman, or to attract money, or just to attract, more happiness within your life. You can achieve it if you give it enough time, effort, energy, and keep on going and going and going. And be a little bit patient. But it will come quick. A year's worth of time is not a long time at all. A year goes by very, very quick. The older you get, the quicker they go by. So don't just let another year just slide by. No, make it work for you. Make it happen. Make it happen this year. So then for the rest of your life, you're good. You can give it your all for 365 days and resist temptation, resist lust, and become everything you ever thought you could and beyond. I'm telling you right now, it does not take that long if you actually properly execute. But you have to just know yourself, know what you want, and absolutely go for it on this journey. You have to get a little bit uncomfortable. You're going to be uncomfortable. And that's good. You're supposed to feel that. You're not supposed to be afraid of that. You're not supposed to, draw back when you feel real uncomfortable. No. When life gets hard, you have to go harder. Let me say that again. When life gets hard, you have to go harder. It's not the time to just, oh no, it's getting hard. Let me just, I shouldn't try anymore, I'm getting pushed back for a reason, maybe it's not for me. No! That's the final test for you to push through, so then you get through that fucking wall, and then you get to the next step. It's a test, and you fail it every time. When it gets hard, you have to go harder, and then you pass the test, and then life gets better. Life gets fucking better on this journey. The longer that you go, the more action that you put into this, the more of your heart that you put into this. It makes your life better. So why would you get rid of all of that? All that energy, all that potent energy, all that just transformative, just everything. Why would you get rid of that for a woman that won't even care about you after you bust? After you bust a nice, fat, juicy load into her, she won't want you anymore. She will ghost you because she got what she wanted. And now you have nothing that you wanted. You don't even have the girl anymore. You don't have your energy no more. You don't have confidence anymore. And now you just got to restart. So you did it all for what? For what? Now you got to restart, give it your all again. And now all you fucking did was waste time. So instead, dub it. And people will call me crazy for this shit. Oh, bro, like, you're taking it too serious. Don't dub women, you can still talk to them. You can still do that. You need connection with women. Motherfucker, I'll get to that in the next point of my life. And I'll have so much ample, that will be so much more amplified the further I go on this journey and the further I just go on with life. What am I supposed to be scared that, like, the women are just going to disappear? Like, there's going to be a drought of women? Fuck no. For a guy, like, the longer that you really just work on yourself, the easier it becomes to attract. So it's like, what do you have to fear? What do you truly have to fear? And like, your grandparents and shit will, like, kind of try to fear-monger you. And if you're a certain age, they'll be like, oh, why don't you have a girlfriend? Oh, why you should be having kids and this and that. But you have to understand, they lived in a completely fucking different time. They don't understand what this time is like, and they will never understand. So the best thing that you can do in this time period in life, if you don't like have a girl right now, whatever, fuck it, good. Work on yourself relentlessly. Fucking relentlessly, and give it 5 years, give it a decade of true just work, self-work, and grow. And then you come out the other end and you have the opportunity to pretty much be with whoever the fuck you want at that point. If you worked on your looks, your physique, your money, because it all takes time for a man to develop and grow. We're not given this intrinsic value. We're not born with titties. I mean, some dudes have titties, but that's not an advantage for us. So you just have to speed run this shit. Like, if you're doing semen retention, fucking speed run it. Make things happen quick. Make things happen fast. And don't question your direction. Trust in your fucking balls. Trust in your nutsack. Trust your gut for the first time in your fucking life. Grab your balls, your fat fucking balls, and just go fucking hard. Just go hard. Like, the longer you go on this journey, your body's just going to be throbbing with energy, throbbing like a fucking cock, okay? You're going to feel like you're having sex with yourself, like you are the aura of energy, man. And a lot of people will also say, oh, bro, you're on this journey, you should try to find God, you should try to do this, that. Shut the fuck up. I'm doing what the fuck I want to do. I'm becoming me. Do you understand? This is my fucking journey. Okay? Shut the fuck up about any of that. Because I know what I want, I know what I'm doing, and I understand it fucking all. I'm going to prove to you that I fucking understand it all. Anyone that hates will see the proof of concept eventually. But I just know I just need to keep putting in the work, keep my head down on the bad days, and just keep it fucking pushing. Because bad days, good days, they'll just come and go. They'll always be on rotation. You know it's not always going to be sunshine and fucking rainbows. You live in the real fucking world. So fucking, grab onto your nutsack for like your life depends on it, because it does. That is your whole life force right there. Your ball sack, your nuts, your semen. It creates life. It creates another fucking conscious. It is powerful beyond our conception, beyond our belief. We can't even comprehend how powerful it actually is, right? And if you want to just be more true to your nature along this journey, fucking do it. Don't listen to anyone. Don't cater to fucking anyone. Do what you desire, in the right fucking ways. Besides a woman, do everything else that you desire. And your life will just, turn the fuck around. Everything will just go good. For the first time in a fucking long time, maybe for some of you. I know for me at least, my life was in fucking hell for such a long time, and then I got on this, I finally stuck with it, and my life is already like changing so positively, only like almost 4 months in. And that sounds like a long time, but it's not. Those 4 months would have went by regardless. And damn, if I wasn't on this journey, I don't even know what the fuck, like, I don't know, like, my life wouldn't feel like I was alive. I feel like a dead man walking. Like, that's what my life truly felt like for a pretty long time, just like I was already dead. And at that point, what the fuck is the point? So if this is the very thing that gave me my life back, why would I let it all go? Just to satisfy my, animalistic desire of woman? I can do that at, any point in time. I am just like, I'm infinite. I don't fear anything. I also have a theory that along this journey, unless you want to, you can't even die. You will just quantum, like, death leap. That's like not provable theory, of course, but it's just my beliefs, man. I think I could, jump through fucking time and avoid death, The universe splits apart every time I'm about to die, and yeah, one version of me dies. But this version of me, this conscious being of me, can't die, Maybe of just old age. But even if I do, it's okay. Like, because I died, like, doing everything that I love. Doing, everything I was passionate about, and really just trying my hardest to become me. It's just such a fulfilling feeling to not be afraid of death at all. You should understand that you will die one day, right? But use that as a good thing. Don't think of that in a bad way. Think of that in a good way. You're gonna die one day, so make it all count. Make it all matter. Because you don't know when it is your last tomorrow, so give it your all today. Just start today. And at work, some people ask me for fitness advice because they see my physique, and they're curious, they need help. And they ask me like, oh, how do I do this? Or what's like the easiest way to grow, this body part, my arms, my chest, whatever it is. And I just tell them, like, be patient and do the work. Like, that's it. Like, just start. Just start with anything in fucking life. Just start. And you'll get so much further just starting and not even knowing what you're doing in the beginning than someone who, needs all the information first and then starts. You'll get so much further. Just start and don't ever stop. that's the only thing that actually fucking works. As long as you have the mental fortitude to fucking make that happen, which if you're on semen retention, you will. But the thing is, most people won't. Most people, I look at a lot of people lately and I see within their face, within their eyes, like you can tell they're not like, their skin isn't glowing, like they look like they're dying. And these could be people like in the gym and stuff, like should be relatively healthy, right? But they look like they're dying. Their spirit is completely dead. You can see it in their eyes. And their body just looks like it's in a constant state of decay. Where you hop on this journey and your body actually heals. Actually like gets to a point of homeostasis. Your cells actually recover because you have all this extra energy. You know? I feel the healthiest I've felt in such a long time. And I feel like I look really good still, even though my diet sometimes is not that on point because of work. Sometimes I just eat bullshit because I'm walking fucking 40,000 steps a day, so I just need some quick sugar carbs. But even then, my skin isn't like breaking out like crazy and I'm not super inflamed or anything. When my diet rebounds, when I have my days off, my body looks insane, incredible, like the best it's ever looked. And I'm bulking right now too. Like my face should look, pretty fat at this point. And I feel like I just look better and feel better. And just everything is better. Like, why the fuck would I stop the journey? And that's the thing too, like, when I get to the point, when I achieve all my goals that I have in my head right now, when I achieve all those goals, what will I do? Will I continue? Or will I say, okay, it's time to take a break. It's time to just, have some fun like I promised myself. Like that's my reward, you know what I mean? But I feel like once I get to that point, that finish line, and I'm so deep within the journey, I won't even care for something like that anymore. I'll hopefully only care for maybe finding a proper woman and, having a good, like, relationship like that. Like, just straight, purely out of love and not so much lust and all this stuff. I feel like that would be like a happy ending, but I don't know, I struggle with that. I don't think I'm meant to have some sort of, happy ending. I always want some adventure. I always want some, like, adversity. I always want more of, like, a storyline where I have to overcome. And I, like, manifest that into my reality. And, like, a happy family and children and all that really sounds nice. It does. But I like crave this adventure and just like fighting and just like, just like epicness, just awesomeness. And you could maybe like find that within family, but for me, I've worked so much through my life and sacrificed so much of my time and energy and haven't been able to like be myself for a long part of my life. So I want to get to a point where I just go on adventures. Like, I don't feel like it's a point to settle down, and stop the show. Like, it's time to go on adventures and finally have a bit of fun because I achieved my goals, so I could reward myself with that. And not even fun in the sense of like having sex with a bunch of women, just like having fun, like of just like being myself and just like training hard and just traveling and stuff like that, and just trying to go for more and more and more. And also, I know like I'll keep going for more and it'll never be enough, but I wouldn't go for more to have more stuff, but to make more progress, to like conquer the day, because I don't want to ever like give up on that aspect. I want to keep on going until I'm like 80, 90, just really just putting in the work, you know? I want to be the jacked 85-year-old guy who's like in the gym, is just jacked out of his mind still, and still going hard. Where like all the young guys will like look at me and have that sort of respect, like, geez, man, how? How, you know? Also, I feel like my aging slows down on this journey as well. You know, I'm 27 and I don't feel like I look that old, you know? But who's to say? I just like, I feel like my body's really healed though, you know? So hopefully my aging somehow slows down, but we'll see what happens, I guess. I mean, I'll see what happens when it's finally my day to really just croak. But hopefully that's not anytime soon, you know? Not really planning on that. I truly believe that I live a very long, just cool life, you know? And for a lot of people, entering your 30s is like the end of your life. Like, you know, you got kids, family, mortgage, job, and now you got to work the next 20 years to pay off all this shit, right? But for me, I see my 30s as like the beginning of just like the rest of my life, like of just like adventure, which is so cool to me. It's so like polar opposite from like society, but I'm so happy that I've done the things that I've done, and you know, I've really just pushed myself for this past like decade so that I could be exactly where I am right now. I wouldn't want it any other way. I wouldn't change a fucking thing, you know? And I would just like, I would do it all over again. I really fucking would. I love this life, man. And I love you guys. You know, I appreciate all the support and all the comments, and I'm really happy that I could help some people on here and help them stay motivated, help them stay on track with whether semen retention or just life in general. Maybe you're just entertained by these videos, sometimes a little bit funny, but yeah, I just appreciate you guys and this community that I'm building. Like, feels like a brotherhood that I'm building. I'm building something here, and it's just fun, man. And I love everything that I'm doing right now. I love you guys though, like always. It's just